Hello and welcome everybody to the year 2000, Y2K, the middle of the huge .com bubble, just the middle of it. Just everybody was like, let's start a website. One Brad Pitt married one Jennifer Aniston. People were running around, my life is complete. Speaking of completing life, let's talk about handbags. Or shoulder bags, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to talk about Louis Vuitton. All right, let's talk about this for a minute. They're bags. Okay, they're made out of premium materials. They're expertly made by expert artisans at limited quantities, and they sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, now let's talk about these premium materials. Okay, now this is all my opinion, but when I look at a Louis Vuitton bag, it's canvas. They printed their logo on it, it's sealed, okay, and they're usually like a corded leather handle, okay? To me, in my opinion, I look at that and I'm like, ooh, canvas. It's a canvas bag. Okay, now, is it the most premium canvas available? It might be, okay, but it's still a canvas bag. They make leather purses and bags and things, but I'm talking about their like canvas ones. Is that worth $2,000? You see, it depends on the person. It's a fashion statement. It's a fashion item. It's a luxury item. Okay, for some people that's going to do it. But for me, I look at that and I'm just like, I get the idea that it's a premium canvas bag, but ultimately to me, it's still just a canvas bag. So would I pay $2,000 for it? Not for myself, no, okay? Is Callaway, the Hawkeye here, just a Louis Vuitton bag for golfers? I don't know. Think about it while I move the camera around and get this on the review table. So you can see the logo right here. There's a Hawkeye on the hawk in the Hawkeye logo. That's how it is. Tungsten injected Callaway golf titanium irons. This might be the weak point I see in these. Sometimes I see these peeled out. I'm not sure if they fall out or if somebody peels them out. Either way, it's really annoying because once they come out, you're like, is it a fake or not? No idea. Anyway, as we look at the cavity, you'll notice that there are some lines down here, some embellishment down here, making this titanium face kind of interesting. And it is undercut. Not sure if you're going to be able to see underneath here, but it is undercut. And it looks like there is a lip right here too, where are they using separate metals or two pieces? I'm not really sure if this has been welded together or not. But my understanding is the whole frame here is titanium, and there's a tungsten weight back here. That's my understanding. So let's spin around here. You can see the bore-through hosel design. Nothing's on the sole except for the iron number. Very clean looking. I like that. Some forgiveness on the leading edge here. Toe profile looks nice and chunky. Address. There is a change of texture because it goes from this glossy polish to more of a matte finish that you see on the face. With all these white alignment lines, it's just really doing a good job looking like a premium club. And we see the little round ferrule here. This is plastic. I know some people use O-rings to replace these. Pretty interesting. We slide up the graphite shaft, Hawkeye irons, and you can see Callaway Golf Hawkeye Regular Flex. And this one has Golf Pride Tour Wrap grip on it. This is, you can see Tour Wrap, Golf Pride Tour Wrap. This is poorly installed. It's just like 10 degrees off and kind of twisted. So that said, I think I should do fine. Let's get this out on the simulator and see what numbers we get. Callaway Titanium Hawkeye. The first thing is obviously that offset. It's a huge, forgiving looking iron. The head is huge, but it's like that disconnect of like, oh, it's just way back here. But the shaft looks fine. This is all stuff I'm used to. Tour Wrap grip, famously releasing a Titleist driver out into the range, if you guys have watched that rainy review. But yeah, everything about this looks fine. It feels fine. Titanium Tungsten BFT PGA Value Guide says this came out in 2000. I'm going to fact check that. I thought the Hawkeyes came out in the late 90s, like 98. I'm going to check all of that. Everything that I just said, I'll check. And just for length comparison, this is my Mizuno JPX 800s. And my JPX 800s might be 1/8 of an inch, maybe longer. So what, 10 years? Not much difference in length, so nothing to complain about. It looks like a very modern iron with tons and tons and tons of offset. Enough talk, let's hit a couple. See what I can and cannot do with this. That one felt a little thin. It's going to come up short. That's my usual ball pattern. Yeah, I went 6-7 with an 8 iron. Maybe that's pretty forgiving, actually. This is 8. Wow. This is also when I remember it was all over the golf news that they cranked these lofts. See, that one felt fat, which is obviously going to affect my distance greatly. That's why I love doing this, is when you get those fun shots like that. It's like I'm just gonna hit 2 inches behind the ball like we're in a bunker and see what happens. Wow, it feels, yeah, that felt good. And it felt like it launched off that face. What's my spin rate? 5.6 for an 8 iron. Yeah, carry 150. For an 8, even for my JPX, that's pretty short, but it felt amazing. Huh, that's interesting. Different numbers. One of my questions about these isn't like distance and loft and length and all that, it's consistency. Blades are famously consistent. Now it felt a little heely. Carry 154. Yeah, well, it has this huge offset. Let's see if we can work it. People say you can't, so let's try. That was meant to be a fade, and it went dead straight. I opened up so my spin rate's up because I opened up my face. So obviously it's gonna go higher, spin more, and that was me trying to fade it. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again with the fade. All right, here we go. It's workable. There you go. 130 fade. Wow, 30 yards difference just because of my... Did I swing down at it? Yes, I did. So you can kind of work them. This one, okay, I'm gonna leave my face open and go through that same motion. And I wanna see if I can just outright, just crazy slice one. Oh, that's a huge slice. Oh yes, you can, yeah. This much offset isn't a cure for everything. All right, on that same note, I don't have a problem drawing it. Let's take a normal shot again. I like hitting a lot of shots so I can screw up and you guys can laugh at me. All right, one more. This is our last one. Go right. That's just a push. 159. All right, excellent. Well, let me know your thoughts and memories. Did you buy these new? These were super expensive. Let me know your thoughts about this titanium iron stuff. Back in the day, Callaway Hawkeye.
So this feels like iron. Ball, grass, dirt hole, ooga booga. Does that make sense? So going back to status. This is an example of let's buy our own status. All right, when I talk to golfers, okay, generally, there are exceptions, but generally, it's like, hey, you a golfer? Oh yeah, I just got the latest and greatest brand new Mizuno blades. And then conversely, I talk to other people, hey, are you a golfer? Oh yeah, I'm a scratch golfer. I'm a scratch golfer. I hit under par all the time. I did down here and whatever, I shot 4 under last week. I'm amazing. I'm a good golfer. You know, there is this stat. I think golf needs this like status. Does that make sense? I was the club champion. I got the latest and greatest. You know, I hit a paradigm driver. I just got it brand new. I was custom fit. Good. Okay. We need that. All right. That's what kind of, for a lot of people, that's how you have fun. All right. You're just like, yeah, let's fit in. Let's have fun. And that's my group of friends. Cool. My friends are a little different. We like to we like to just have fun and do daring things. I'm going for it. And they hit their 3-wood into the water because everybody's laughing, rolling around in the grass with grass stains on our, it's just fun. Does that make sense? So we were all in it for different reasons. For me, it's very social, but I also enjoy golf. All right. Now, I'm not like this purist Bobby Jones. Let's just get, some bare bones, hardest to hit things. And just, it's all on my skill and my, integrity on the line. That's not right. I'll pick up a ball here and there. I'll give myself that putt. Does that make sense? I'm no Bobby Jones. So this was in 2000, buy your status. Now, how has that aged? Like a Louis Vuitton bag. Have you seen some of these old Louis Vuitton bags? Some of them are treated well. Some of them are like pretty pristine. You can find some. But some of them are just ratty. It's like you walk a few rainstorms, you bump them around, there are going to be holes in that canvas. It's just canvas, right? They spray some, some sealer on it or something, and it's just canvas. And that's what it is. This kind of defined lots of modern clubs. Like I play some JPX 800s. Very similar to this. Do I feel like I lose anything using a Mizuno JPX 800 versus this? If I switch to these, I don't feel like I would lose anything. I feel like it would be fine. I kind of like the sound a little bit more of my JPX, just a little tiny bit. It's not a huge difference, but I could adapt to these super easily. So these kind of define the status modern club. But does that make it historically significant? What is significant about these? When I talk to people about these, they're like, oh yeah, that's when they cranked the lofts. That's when they charged out an inordinate amount of money just for, because they had these new materials of titanium and tungsten, which wasn't even that new because they came out with some in the mid-90s. I made a video about them. So yeah, they're, crank lofts. Is that something to write home about? Not really. Super expensive. Is that something? No, not really. When you look at it, as a club, it's just a club. So, are they historically significant? Because when I was making this video, I was like, yes, I'll talk about how historically significant they are. And I'm looking at it, and I did some research, and it's a Louis Vuitton bag for golfers. Let me know your thoughts. That's how I see them. If you own a set of these, since they were new and you still game them, let us know in the comments below. Everybody has their different opinions. And if you like these, I respect that. I like clubs. I have other people who are just like, what? Ping zing putter, really? Really? Over the answer? So, I'm not going to criticize anybody who likes it. I get it. They're awesome. But how they aged, that's what I want a new set now. When they are actually attainable. I was about to say unobtainium. You don't know, no introduction there. Anyway, excited to read your comments. As usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, I post a few behind the scenes pictures, updates, videos. $1 a month is great. I really appreciate the help. It supports me psychologically, if nothing else, gets me motivated to make some of these videos. And have fun golfing, everybody. Have fun. Another way you can support the channel is visiting my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you like this stuff, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.